Hello everyone. This Mo's coming to you live. Someone asked me, how could you tell if you got a female Trimac or a male Trimac? So I'm gonna share with you how you can tell the difference. This is a female type Trimac. If you look at the top dorsal fin, you see that black spot on there? That's normally an indication that this is a female Trimac. In most Trimacs, you can use that as an indication that you have a female. It's pretty easy, and they get it early, so you can kind of tell fairly young if you have a female Trimac or if you have a male Trimac. Now, there have been cases where the male Trimac has had a spot just like this one on that top dorsal fin, but that's very rare, ladies and gentlemen. Very rare. She's a nice one too. I'm gonna put her in a tank by herself so that you can see that different color come out. Right now, she's kind of blending in with the color of this tank. She got the greenish hue displaying right now, but when I put her in a tank by herself, you're gonna see that golden color come out. I'm gonna bring the golden color out of her. That gold, and you're gonna see that bright red along those gills. But she's nice. Very aggressive. But this is a way you can tell. Look at her. She chased the clown loach out of the way. But a good indication that you can tell whether you have a female or a male is to look at that top dorsal fin, and you see that spot on the top of the top dorsal fin. That's a good indicator that you have a female on your hands. Yes, this is a female. She's very active as well. Very active female. And aggressive. I had some other fish with her, but I can't even put another fish in this tank with her. She just attacks them. The only reason why she's not attacking him is because he's just huge. This guy. But all other fish she attacked. It was 3 clown loaches in there, and 2 of them is gone because of her. So there's that. Get her a tank by herself. I'm not going to put her. I got to find something that I can put her not just totally by herself. From my experience, my fish tend to do better when they're with other fish. I haven't had a fish that was housed alone that outlasted a fish that was housed with other fish. That's what I believe is one of my secrets to keeping the fish in good health for a long, long time. That's just been my experience. But yeah, she's very nice. And you're going to see that color. I'm going to bring that color out of her in another video. Y'all see her now. I can't wait to show y'all the video when she's in the tank by herself. We had a tank for her by herself, and that actually we barely saved her life. I was going out of town, and one of my kids called me and told me that all of the water was drained out of the tank. It had a leak in the tank. So she was laying on her side, but she made it. I had to do a little phone coaching to my 10-year-old, and he made it happen. So now she's in this tank with the big boy, but he doesn't bother her. He may chase her every now and then, but that's pretty much it. He doesn't bite, he just chases her to like, get out my way, and keep it moving. Yep, but that's how you determine the difference between a female Trimac and a male. And this female is really special because if you look at her, she got 3 spots on one side. Y'all see those 3 spots? She got 3 spots on one side. Let's see if she come out. She got 3 spots on one side. Now look on the other side. She got 2 spots. Normally you see 3 spots on both sides. You see she got 1 spot in the front. She got the teardrop right below her eyes, and then she got the spot on the back. But then on the flip side, you see she got the 1 spot, the spot in the middle, and then the spot at her tail fin, and a teardrop on the other side. So she got 2 teardrops, 2 spots on her body, and then on the flip side, she got 3 spots on the other side. So that makes her unique. I hadn't had a Trimac with the pattern on her. And it's funny because a lot of people said Trimacs had to have 3 spots. That's not necessarily true. I didn't have Trimacs with 5 spots on one side. You know, it just varied depending on what, you know, it just varies. I didn't have true Trimacs with more than 3 spots. But when I was first introduced into the hobby, someone said it's not a real Trimac. Uh-oh, come on now. I just said all he do is chase her. I don't like that. I'm gonna hurry up and get her a new aquarium, because I don't even want her getting chased. She normally does the chasing. But like I was saying, I was told that you can't have a Trimac, or the Trimac is not a full bred Trimac if it has more than 3 spots. That's not necessarily true. It's wild caught Trimacs that has more than 3 spots. And there's some that has 3 spots. And you see her, she got 2 spots on one side. So that's just, I guess, a person, you know, just not aware, maybe don't have that much knowledge on a species, maybe hadn't been in the hobby for a long time, but that's how bad information can be passed on. And he shared that information with me. If I just believed the gentleman, I would have just passed it on, but I didn't believe him. I got to do my research. I'm not just going to take information from someone because they tell me something and run with it and then spread the word and say, hey, that's not a true Trimac. We can't do that, people. You got to be accurate. And this right here is based off of experience. I'm coming from experience. Ooh. So I guess she went to go hide. So I'm gonna just end that video. But that's the way you determine a female from a male Trimac. If you want more information, hit that subscribe button. There she goes. She came back out. Now she chasing. If you like the information that you heard and want to hear some accurate data, here you go, a true Trimac. Documentation beats conversation. 2 spots on one side. True Trimac. All right, now, y'all have a good one.